SwissBorg is the official partner of my channel where you can buy, sell, hold, and more importantly stake your cryptocurrencies. You can even earn yield on your stablecoins. Sign up with my link and you'll earn up to $100 worth of their native token CHSB just for depositing €50 worth of crypto. SwissBorg. Hello everybody, welcome back. We're going to have a look at some altcoins, a handful of altcoins, because I've made some clickbait to say, oh my god, you can't believe what I'm looking at. This is what people do on YouTube, alright? So I'm just going to do it too, alright? Just going to do it. But it's worthy of watching, whether it be clickbait or not, you decide. So if you watched the video I made last night about the last bounce before the crash, right? The crash it's for traditional markets, so that obviously you can make the case that for whatever reason crypto is going to be completely, insulated from that event if it were to happen, which it looks like it's getting closer to happening. The hard landing, or the capitulation, or the crash, or whatever you want to call it. It does look like it's closer and closer to happening. However, it may not. We are dancing around the supports, but that video was last night's video, so watch that one because it explains into detail, I suppose, a bit more broader detail as to why there might be a bounce before the crash. Which again, why there may be a crash, a bounce before the crash. So that was a video last night. So now let's get on to the clickbait of. I can't believe my eyes. It just emphasizes the fact that there could be a significant bounce felt for altcoins, right? So I've just got a handful of coins up here from my watch list, right? Ones that haven't necessarily been moving up recently. Obviously, there have been others in my watch list like XRP and Algo that have been moving up. We're not going to look at those. Those moves are already in play. They were buy signals. These are divergences on 4-hourly timeframes. These are the sort of things you'd expect to see bounces from. So, first of all, EOS. Love it or hate it, it is what it is. We've got bullish divergence on the 4-hourly time frame. 3 drives of it as well. That's normally a sign for some kind of movement up, and we could expect maybe up to, potentially, I would say, wouldn't get too excited, but maybe up to your 200 exponential on your 4-hourly. This is a 4-hourly signal. 4-hourly divergence, 4-hourly moving averages would apply. 200 exponential would be my main area of target. So, that's not too bad. And again, we were talking about this last night, weren't we? About, this is on the Patreon, but, the moves of about, 10 to 20%. So that fulfills that criteria. It's a 15% bounce on EOS if it were to happen. Another one that people loathe, and I can understand that, and this is ICP. This has actually got bullish divergence on a daily as well. So you probably recognized this in the past, that when ICP moves, it does move quite aggressively. Now, to expect an aggressive move up to its 200 exponential on a daily is pretty unreasonable to expect that, but the divergence is in play. If we move it down to a 4-hourly, we've not quite got the same kind of rhythm. There was divergence here, but it failed out, and now it's basically just trending with the market. Again, if we were to measure this up to its 200 exponential on a 4-hourly, it'd take us a 5%. But again, yes, it's more about the daily on that coin, on the daily, because that's more significant if you were to get it on the daily. Lo and behold, Flux. This is something I've only recently added to my watch list, thanks to people on the Patreon bringing these charts to my attention. That offers an 11% move with the bullish divergence, which is technically in play. Sand, again, another one that was another gem, which was shown to us recently over the last couple of weeks, I think. It was highlighted again last night. Really pronounced bullish divergence on this one, and this one is quite close to its 200 exponential over here at 96 cents. So you'd expect that to break, to be honest with you, because it's only a tiny little fraction where we are right now, a 5% move. You extend that to its major level of resistance stroke support. That is a move of about 20% or so. And another one that has been made famous on this channel, we've got Jasmy brewing its bullish divergence on a 4-hourly with a max target of 20%, and we can see this brewing up here. So, like I say, you can't believe your eyes. Click on this video, it's got to be done. But I'm just showing you, this is almost like an addition to the video I made last night. There's reasons to expect a bounce for all markets coming into next week, despite the horrendous downside that's been felt and the strength of the Dixie. Now, on top of all of this, we're mainly thinking about crypto here, but I am talking about all markets. I'm talking like commodities, I'm talking stocks and indices, but we're just focusing on altcoins here. I'm not particularly bothered about Bitcoin, although Bitcoin could move up into the 20,000s before this crash takes place. Oh, it could go up higher, but I'm not particularly bothered about that. We're looking at the total market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum here, and this is pre-crash, and after the crash we'll be looking to buy altcoins up around these levels, this 300 billion mark. There was a comment on YouTube, I think somebody wasn't quite understanding what I was saying when I was saying that we might see a bounce and then a crash, and they're saying, well, what about the video you made a couple of weeks ago about total market cap? And I say, well, yeah, we're still not there. This is the main thing to focus on. We'd be looking for this area to be sort of accumulated upon, like you would expect any bear market or horrendous downtrend to accumulate on a 200 simple moving average, which is roughly around 300 billion. So if we get the crash, we would monitor this chart specifically for altcoins, because it's altcoins that I'm looking to buy in the crash, not looking to buy Bitcoin this time. I'm looking to get into long-term positions, investment purposes for buying, holding and staking for the long term, and this chart is going to help me sort of monitor that. Now, that might not happen. It might not come down there. We might not get this crash. It may not happen. There is a chance, although it'd be very slim, that actually the bottom is already in, and you could say that would be the case on the total market cap overall. I'm not particularly convinced, because we've seen Ethereum and Bitcoin get really beaten up quite hard, and they take up a very large portion of the total market cap of crypto. I mean, you can see the difference between them. We've got 900 billion here for the total market cap, and basically half that really with all other cryptos combined. So it is a big deal, and to see those get beaten up so hard, it's I mean, it's going to take its toll on a chart like this. But again, my expectation is that coming into the next bull run, or the next bull market, should I say, altcoins of significance are going to be my preference for long-term positions. Obviously, trading is going to take place all the time, but the reason I'm focusing specifically on buying, holding, and staking is because when I look back at all the trades that I did throughout the last bull market, to which there were many, and we were doing 5x's, 10x's, in some case like Holochain, 35x type trades based on signals. The biggest trade I ever did was more of an investment, which was buying Matic below 2 cents, so about 1.2 cent for the most part, but on average we could call it 1.5 cent. Buying Matic for the long term as an investment at that particular level. Yeah, we traded Matic. We did several times where we did 2, 3, 4x's on Matic as trades, but there was always this expectation that it's going to be way more than it was at the time, and for the most part it was basically volatile but sideways, between 1 and 4 cent. And then you look back and go, wow. Even now you look back and go, wow, we're still one of the best things I ever did. It's like 80x up now, or 75x or something along those lines, up now from where I bought it. So there's something to be said for buying and holding, and if you can stake, even better. So that don't mix up the idea of trading versus investing. They're two very different things, and if you pick the right horse, for instance, then investment is the better option, especially if you can do fundamental analysis, which is something I generally don't do, but Matic was a no-brainer, to be honest with you. It was just too obvious not to do it. Right, so I'm going to leave it with you there. So like I say, I bet you can't believe what you're seeing. Bullish divergence on 4 hourlies to complement the last bounce before the crash video that I made yesterday. So have a little look, see what you think. There's plenty of these out there I've recognised now. Just looking through them this morning. These are just the ones on my watch list. I'm sure there'll be plenty on your watch list that have the same kind of read. This isn't something that should go onto a new all-time high. This is something that will complement my favoured outcome of the next week or so, which is, like I say, all made on that video. But effectively, Dixie sort of find a temporary area of rejection within about 2% from where it is right now. So maybe it goes up to 14, 15 or so beforehand, but then shortly after that, a bit more of a pullback, allowing for everything to run, again being the last bounce before the crash, because, well, you'll have to watch the video. I don't want to repeat myself. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there. Thank you for watching. Good luck out there. It's a dangerous market, but it's still ripe with opportunities, and I wish you all the best. Have a nice day. Take it easy.